Alright, so in this video, I'm just going to go through some solving equations, and you will see some different forms. I'm doing some basic forms here, and then afterwards you're going to see some with brackets, right? So in number 1 here, I have 2x plus 4 is equal to 14. Now, we want to find the value of x, right? In each case, we want to find the value of x. Now, we need to carry across the numbers that are next to the x, so that we have x alone equals to one number. So for example, in number 1, we have 2x plus 4 equals to 14. We're going to carry across this number that's by itself first, which is the plus 4. So you're going to get 2x is equal to 14. Go back to the 14 that was there. And then you're going to carry across the plus 4. Opposite of plus 4 adding 4 is take away 4, right? So you're going to get 2x is equal to 14 take away 4 is 10. Now remember that when you have a number and a letter together like this here, right, in between the number and the letter there's an invisible multiplication sign. So 2x is really 2 times x. So 2 times x is equal to 10. Therefore, x is really, now again, we need to move across this number that's next to the x, which is the multiplication by 2. So opposite of multiplying by 2 would be division by 2. So you go back to 10, and then that multiplication by 2, when I carry it across here, will become division by 2. So 10 divided by 2 is 5, right? Now you could double check your answer by putting back 5 into the original equation here. So by saying if x is 5, then that means 2 times 5 is 10 plus 4, that will give me the 14, right? That's a way to double check. Let's get number 2. We have 10x minus 10 equals 30. Same kind of method we're going to use like number 1. So we want to find the value of x. So we're going to move across this minus 10 or take away 10 first. So we're going to get 10x, go back to 10x, is equal to, we put them back to 30, that was already on the right side. And then we're going to move across that take away 10 to the other side, and now when they move it from one side to the other, it changed the operation, the sign. So opposite of taking away 10 is adding 10, right? So now we'll get 10x is equal to 30 plus 10 is 40. And as we learned earlier, 10x is the same as 10 times x, right? So 10 times x equals to 40. So therefore x, we're going to carry across this multiplication by 10, n is equal to 40 divided by opposite of multiplication by 10 is division by 10, x is 4, right? Now you see how I do my steps, how I do it, lay my steps out nicely each time, right? So when you're doing it for yourself, you should try to do the same way, right? Alright, so let's go on to the other one. Now for number 3, again, number 3 is just like number 1, right? We have 6x plus 11 is equal to 65. So now, again, we're going to put back the 6x here. So 6x, we're going to carry across this adding 11, right? Put back is 65, that was already on the right side. So now that adding 11 will become take away 11, we carry across to the right side. And now we're going to get 6x to 65 take away 11 is 54. Remember, 6x is the same as 6 times x, right? So 6 times x equals 54. We want to move across this multiplication. So you're going to get x is equal to 54, opposite of multiplying by 6 is division by 6. So x here would be 9, right? 4, right? Number 4 is just like number 2. All of them are similar, right? That's number 4, number 2 have the takeaway sign, which is negative sign, right? So you're going to get 2x is equal to, put back a 15, that's already on the right side. We're going to carry across this takeaway 19, it becomes adding 19. Adding 9. We're going to carry across the take away 9, when I carry it across to the right side, it becomes adding 9. So now, let's go to the next line. So you get 2x is equal to 15 plus 9, which is 24. Remember, 2x would be the same as 2 times x equals 24. Right? So x would be equal to 24, opposite of multiplying by 2 will be divided, right? X is equal to 12, right? Alright, so now in these 4 questions, we have brackets now. Whenever we have brackets, you must always remove your brackets first. So in number 5, we have 2 brackets 2x plus 3 close brackets equals to 16. Now, something to note that this number on the outside, the 2, right? In between the number, the 2 and the brackets is an invisible multiplication sign. We don't write it, but it's there, right? So for example, again, I'm just going to go through it all one time here. So in number 6, between the 2 and the brackets is an invisible multiplication sign. Same thing for number 7. And for number 8 as well. Between the 4 and the brackets is an invisible multiplication sign, right? Just keep that in mind, right? Alright, so now if we go back to number 5, we want to remove the brackets, right? Or expand the brackets. What we do is we take what's on the outside and we multiply by everything what's inside, right? So you're going to say 2 times 2x. So at the side here, that's going to fill in that, right? So 2 times 2x. 2 times 2x, 2 by 2 is 4, and then put back that x. So I'm going to put that here now. So 4x. Now you're going to say, now it's addition in the middle, right? So let's put the addition sign. Then we're going to say 2 times, pretty easy, right? 6 is equal to 16. Do you see at this point here now, it's just like the first 4 questions we were doing, right? So let's look at it now. So I'm going to solve x. So 4x is 16 from the right. And we're going to carry across the adding 6. Opposite of adding 6 is take away 6. So you're going to get 4x is equal to 16 take away 6, which would be 10. So 4x is the same as 4 times x equals 10. Right? So x would be equal to opposite of multiplying by 4 be division by 4. Right? You could put it as a fraction. You could work it out, tell the decimal, anything. Here is what, 5 over 2 or 2.5. Anyhow you want to write it is fine. Or 2.5. Oh, that's good, right? Alright, number 6. We want to expand the bracket. So 2 times 2x. Well, we know 2 times 2x is 4x, right? Plus 2 is equal to 20. So 4x is equal to bracket 20, and we're moving across the adding 6, so we take away 6. So 4x is equal to 20 take away 6 is 14, and now we're going to get 4 times x equals to 14. So x is equal to 14 divided by 4. Again, you could work it out just like that, a calculator, whatever. You could have it as a fraction. Right? And it's the same as 7, right? Which is 3.5 or 3.5, right? Cool. And now let's look at the last two. Now for the last two, we're going to expand brackets. So 2 times 6x. Now, again, I'll draw it. I'll do it at the side here. 2 times 6x. 2 times 6 is 12, and you just block the x, right? So 2 times 6x is 12x. But your takeaway is a takeaway sign also, but your takeaway sign. 2 by 10 is 20. Is equal to 28. So now, just like before we were doing, so 12x is equal to, you put back the 28, that's on the right side. You're going to carry across this take away 20. When you carry it across to the other side, it'll be adding 20. So 12x is 48. This is 12 times x equals 48. So x is equal to, remember, opposite of multiplying by 12 will be division by 12. So 48 divided by 12, and that is 4, right? And the last one, so 4 by 2x, so I decided I write it 4 by 2x. 4 by 2 is 8, and just put back the x, so that's 8x, take away 4 by 2, right? And now we're going to get 8x is equal to, put back the 72, we carrying across the taking out 8, comes adding 8, so 8x is equal to 80. So 8 times x is equal to 80. Oops, sorry. And then x is equal to divided by 8, which would be 10, right? And that's it. Nothing too bad, right?